Good evening. Welcome to another episode of C Red's Power Hour featuring Steve in 7K Rion Vision. We've got Rion Skills, the real deal here, member of the Fabulous Idols. We've got the urban sensation C Red of the ARC. He might be an idol too. And joining us tonight is the dad bod demigod, the host of the beauty parlor or beauty shop or Joey Mayberry's corner. He's got his own talk show at CSW.
In the closet. I'm going to go ahead and stop you, Steve. If you're going to say it, get it right.
Okay, in the closet with Joey Mayberry. We're actually kind of surprised, Joey. And we're glad to have you. This is Joey Mayberry. If you haven't seen Joey work to this point, I'll do plenty of trashing on him later. But if you've not seen Joey Mayberry work, it is something special. He is one of the top young performers in professional wrestling in Chicago right now, working many, many places. But Joey, you are a pain in my ass at CSW. Not going to lie.
That's wonderful, Steve. I know you're not as familiar as I am with pains and asses, but let me go ahead and say, every single time I get to see you at CSW, it does remind me of a hemorrhoid. So that is pretty accurate.
Preparation H. Okay, very good. That's our first anal reference of the evening. I'm sure it won't be our last.
I hope so. I hope so.
Last month at CSW, you and Mateo Valentine, who unfortunately, due to sudden illness, will not be joining us this evening. Mateo, we love you. We will have you on soon. We hope you feel better.
Sure.
Subject to change. Mr. Mayberry.
Yes.
Put that on.
Oh. I assumed you had more questions for me. I
got plenty of questions. Steve. I thought you were going to respond to the fact that, our good friend and fan favorite, Mateo Valentine of Big Mood, is not here this evening.
Oh, I can go ahead and respond to that. It doesn't bother me whether Mateo shows up or not because I'm worth two Mateos. So now that we've gotten past that, I'd really like to address the fact that, what was it that you, Steve, said on social media? What was it? You said that the match at CSW this Friday was featuring a pet, a dad bod, what was it that you called Chris Miller?
Asshat.
Asshat.
All day,
perfect.
Asshat all day long. Marche Rockets all day, Marche. Chris Miller's all asshat.
Perfect. Way to steal Chris Jericho's lines. But Steve, I just want to go ahead and say, you said that Mateo was a future champion, and I not that I disagree. I think Mateo's actually very talented. I don't think he's on my league, but I think he is very talented. You didn't label me as a future champion, Steve.
That's true. I did not. I suppose it's a possibility. I mean, especially nowadays in 2022, we're dealing with multiverse concepts and alternate reality. So I'm sure somewhere out there, Joey Mayberry and Jillian are champions of something somewhere.
It's going to happen in this reality sooner rather than later. And I know that you think that my career is, pretty young though, Steve, but I go way back. I've had championships of my own down in Florida. I've been in the ring with the likes of Lindsay Dorado, Santana Garrett, and even the Headbangers. So for you to discredit things that I've done really seems like you just have a flat out problem with me.
Well, you know something? I'll tell you, your history, it's got the wave pattern of somebody in a cardiac situation. Back in the day when you were one of the most dominant people, winning battle royal after battle royal, part of the what I thought was the future CSW tag team champions, Glamorous and Yummy. I thought you were on the fast track, and then something happened to you. You went dark. You went wicked. You went unfortunate, ironic musical. And I don't understand what happened there. You kind of went Angelina Jolie meets Meryl Streep, with music.
I question your taste in entertainment, Steve. But I just want to say, you're saying that I was a future tag team champion with Mateo. And like I've said many a time, Mateo's the one that abandoned me. I had to earn my spot on the CSW roster. I went through all those battle royals. I was dominant, most like you said. And then by the time I made it to the main roster, he teamed up with I can't remember his name, but he looks like an aging
Infinity
lumberjack.
Jack Moody, the legendary Jack Moody.
That's way too long to say. I'm just going to call him a deer. But anyway, he left me, and then I lost 2 matches due to crazy Mateo doing his crazy Mateo things. And then I finally got my one-on-one shot, fairly, mind you, in the beauty supply match. And I beat him flat out. 1, 2, 3, middle of the ring. So, Steve, why do you think that I'm on some sort of downward Angelina Jolie spiral that you seem?
When you see the Ryan Matthews head, that means there's a timeout on the field. I believe Rion has a question for you.
Perfect.
Beauty parlor match?
Beauty Supply Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
Basically.
That's the entire name of the match?
Yes, it's a mouthful, much like me.
Fair enough.
It's true. It was the Beauty Supply match Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. You see, Part 1 was Mateo versus Ryan Matthews, and Mateo didn't fare very well. However, we thought that the field would be a little even, and it was not. Mr. Mayberry took many a liberty.
My apologies on asking this weird question, simply because I am trying to keep up with everything that's going on. He's giving me zero information on anything. So this, my apologies. That's why I was like, wait, what? Please continue.
I like you. You show respect. It makes me very happy. Thank you for having me on this show. Steve, take notes.
Not my show. It's C-Red. Wait, yeah, C-Red show.
Don't point at me. It's not my show.
It's wherever he's pointing his guesses that, or wherever he made.
C-Red asked me some questions. Anyone asked me questions. I've just been talking to Steve, and it's very upsetting.
You got something?
C-Red?
I can keep asking questions. What do you got? You got nothing.
I'm scared to ask anything.
Okay. How long have you been wrestling?
How long have I been wrestling?
Yes.
Since 2013. It's almost a decade.
Wow.
You see, you learn something new every time we do this show, because I didn't even know that. That is a very impressive tenure of time, my friend.
Thank you. I did take a nice little 4-year hiatus. There were some very dark times that happened in Florida that led to me being outed before I actually wanted to be. I don't want to dive too quickly into that, but there's a nice little tidbit for you. But you know what, Steve, I hate to come back to you because I kind of hate you. But
It's fair.
since Mr. Red is a little afraid to talk to me, and it seems like, we know each other fairly well at this point, I find it still kind of funny that I got invited to this show, and then immediately after I did, you just started trashing me on the internet. So I would like to give you a brief moment to explain yourself.
Okay, so what do you mean? No, I gotta confront him right now.
No, go ahead.
I'm playing switch. You are on your own.
He's got this coming to him. He's been a thorn in the side of the management anyway. We'll get to that.
Yeah, you get to that. You on your own.
You play your switch, because much like Steve, he's as old as Arceus.
That's a good one.
It's not good. Don't
Thank you.
don't help him.
But it was-
He doesn't need help.
He said it. We didn't.
I have come to the conclusion that the downward spiral that you've taken, in my eyes, happened when Jillian showed up. Is she really a she-devil?
One moment. Steve, I can take a lot of things. I've got a real thick skin. Don't worry, I'm not going there, Red. I got you. But, when you start coming for my friends, for someone who's done nothing but help me out, That's where I'm going to get angry. Because you see, at CSW, I've dealt with your disrespect. I've dealt with the fact that, I don't know, I'm not on any of the flyers. I've dealt with the fact that it's just taken me month after month to even get a little bit of recognition from this company, and that I had to earn it from that crowd because I certainly wasn't getting it from you. Now, let me go ahead and say one final thing. If you ever say one more bad thing about Jillian, I will personally figure out where you live, and on a dark and stormy night, I will buy you a kitty cat, and I will let you fall in love with that kitty cat. I will let you nurture and grow that kitty cat. And then one brisk spring morning, I will steal away to your house and I will punch you in the face.
I have never been disrespected on this show to the lengths that you just disrespected me. How dare you? You come on my show, not C-Red show, not Rian Skill show, my show, and talk kitty cat trash in my face. How dare you?
How dare I? How dare you run your mouth when we all know that I could do your job at tenfold, Steve? It doesn't take that much to run a show. I'm doing a show right now. Look at my fancy green room, Steve. You know what? After I'm done with this little five-way thing, maybe I might talk to some upper CSW management and see if maybe we need a new general manager.
Well, that wouldn't be the first time someone's tried to take me out, Joey Mayberry.
You're
And
right.
it certainly won't be the last. And you've got a pretty tall order this Friday night at Turn It Up. You won't be dancing with Scott Garland. You won't be competing for a title anytime soon, but you do have a 5-man scramble opportunity that could yield beneficial to you down the road if you find a way to beat 4 men that are better than you.
I beat 4 men more times in my life than you've been able to eat a burrito. Now, let me go ahead and tell
Don't
you one
discount
thing,
my
Steve.
burrito eating. You don't know. You've
No.
never seen me eat one. You don't know.
No, but I've just
Oh.
seen the results. Now, Steve, let me go ahead and say one thing, because I've got to get off of here and do a show, because I'm not only a talented wrestler, I'm also a very famous actor and influencer.
I realize the glass is about to rise and you must go. I understand.
Yes. So let me go ahead and leave you on one little note, Steve. At Turn It Up on Friday.
At CSW, use all 3
Yes.
letters. Use your words.
I've learned, I've hit my promo points before. I'm a professional. Now, let me go ahead and finish what I'm saying, and do not interrupt me again. Now, Steve, Friday, I'm going to walk into that 5-way scramble match. TJ Steele, I'm going to fold him up like aluminum foil. Cypher, I'm going to rip that mask and stuff it where the sun don't shine. Chris Miller, it's not Miller time anymore. By the way, drink a Bud Light. We're in America. And also, Mateo Valentine, been there, done that. I'll do it again. And you're all going to witness the dad bod summer. And Steve, after I maybe win some gold, I might win your job. And I'll leave it at there. Mr. C-Red, thank you so much for having me here. You've been a delight, even though you didn't talk to me. So thank you all, and good night.
Have a good one.
Joey Mayberry, ladies and gentlemen, he will be involved in a 5-man scramble match this Friday night at Turn It Up in Franklin Park. Chicago style wrestling, back and better than ever. Well, thanks a lot, gentlemen. Appreciate the backup.
Oh, I backed you up.
You didn't back up shit.
Oh, the hell I didn't. I backed the
And
hell up.
you.
I backed up.
And me what?
you.
And me.
And you.
Hey, first of all, you sit up here.
My friend.
You sit up here.
My ivory. Where were you?
You sit up here and you constantly invite these guests, and it's like you asking for it.
I ask questions. I don't know what he's talking about. I ask questions.
He asked the question, and all the anal references, and I'm so uncomfortable right now.
Unfortunately, this
Need a
show
shower.
has gone a bit off the rails.
A bit?
Especially with the cat situation. That's a very personal attack that I will deal with later.
Aren't you a dog person?
It's too fresh.
But the crazy part is he told me we show up to his house. Like, Damn, everybody just showing up to your house, huh?
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
Got Pop-Tarts. What do you want?
What did you eat tonight?
I ate Jimmy John's. I'm still eating it technically, but right now I'm playing Tetris.
Okay. So this obviously we were talking about the Beauty Supply match 2 Electric Boogaloo, which was something to see. You can see it on YouTube. It's on the Chicago Style Wrestling page. And Mateo and Joey went at it. Once upon a time, Joey and Mateo were good friends. They were a tag team called Glamorous and Yummy, the acronym GAY, Glamorous and Yummy.
But did that all fall apart the night I was there?
It probably did. Yeah, you certainly, your mojo seeps in sometimes and just sours things.
I don't know how you got the crowd to chant my name. So
I did get the crowd to chant your name.
Don't hate.
You know, like I said, they showed the respect that you deserve at CSW because you're like one of the founding fathers. Well, maybe not a founding father. Was Ben Franklin a founding father? Because C-Red's kind of like a Ben Franklin, you know? Sort of, kind of.
Sure what part of history you want to speak of.
So
I don't even know where that comment was going.
Joey Mayberry will be involved in the 5-man scramble this Friday night. It's going to be great. I don't hate Joey Mayberry, far from it. He and I did some splendid commentary on a CSW related promotion called Proving Ground. And I enjoyed my time working with him, and I enjoyed his entry into CSW. I thought he was sensational. I thought he was going places, and now he's out to get my job. He's out to get everybody. And I think Jillian, his concubine, has something to do with it. I kind of think there's some mind control things going on here. So we'll delve in. Maybe we'll even bring Jillian on this show and have Jillian have a conversation about cats with us, because I'm a little salty about the cats. Mateo Valentine was supposed to be here. It's no lie. He is under the weather. We wish Mateo well. We're hoping he's well enough in time for Friday. But we are in a time where you can't really take chances with your health anymore, can you?
Right.
So we will see what we will see. Card subject to change, but we will soldier on. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. Before we get into the weekend, with one of the most heinous displays of cowardice, callousness, and stupidity I've ever seen. Let's talk about Friday night's matchup so we can get C-Red's input on the big card for CSW. Turn it up. We have the Ryan Matthews. Do you mind if I touch this?
Go ahead.
I appreciate that. We're friends. Mm-hmm. You see this man? This is Ryan Matthews. Ryan Matthews got his ass kicked this past Saturday night at Rocket Pro Wrestling. Ryan got beat. Not only did he get beat by a coyote, but then he got beat by a Sith Lord. We'll talk about that later. So I think Ryan might be a little sore, but Ryan's got a match that's going to make him more sore Friday night, because Ryan Matthews, the Ryan Matthews, hi Ryan, goes up against an icon, a legend, the measuring stick, the ice pick, Vic Capri. So, C-Red, obviously Ryan Matthews is in for a long night. Do you think it could be a record-setting short match? Like,
first of all, you just used two terms that shouldn't even go together. You said he's in for a long night, and dude, Vic Capri is gonna make fast, quick work of this dude. I don't know what's wrong with Vic. He has carried a chip on his shoulder for many months now. I don't know what you did at CSW to piss him off.
See, you came back to the world.
It's not. Listen. I had to strip him 2 years ago. That wasn't my fault.
Again, but still, I see every month.
I apologize every time.
Like this month, everybody, is gonna be, yay, we get the worm. But when does Vic Capri get his shot? I'm just saying. So until you give him his shot, he gonna tear through your roster like a hot knife through butter. And I'm telling you, the Ryan Matthews you know,
So C-Red, you pick Vic Capri in this
of
match.
course.
Rion, what are your thoughts? Do you think the Ryan Matthews will win, or do you think the Ice pick Vic Capri triumphs quickly?
Normally I would go with Ryan Matthews in this scenario because of him having, youth. But I saw that youth get forced out of the ring and choke slammed and twisted around. And this was Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. And then he's got to turn around and wrestle Vic.
I mean,
I've been in the ring with Vic.
You would
think
think
that was a younger Vic. This dude,
this is Clint Eastwood Vic.
This is I don't care Vic.
Get off my damn yard,
Well,
Gran Torino
willing to take himself out to make sure you don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I still can't sleep at night because of the Capri Brubaker match from months ago. So you're thinking Vic triumphs over the Ryan Matthews. Is that correct? I don't want to interrupt. I know you're working.
You're fine.
All right, I'm gonna put you down for Vic.
Down for Vic.
Then in what should be a splendid match, I'm very excited about this one. Match of the night contender all the way. My guy, Axel Rico. It's Axel Rico, the mayor of Puerto Rico, takes on the hot, fresh, new, very talented young man known as Iniestra. And Iniestra is on the fast track to getting title matches and being a primetime player. Axel Rico is, for my money, the MVP of CSW right now. He can do everything. Tough matchup. My money's on Axel Rico because Axel Rico's on a roll. C-Red, your thoughts?
I want to pick the other guy just because I don't want to agree with your ass. But I'm
shit. I'm tonight. The guy wanted to give me a cat and then punch me in the face in that order and let a year elapse.
I'm good. I'm picking Rico.
Axel for red. What about you? Axel or Iniestra? It's fun to say too. Iniestra.
I like his name. We'll go with it.
Rihanna's going with Iniestra because
I don't know what it means, so I'm good.
In the 5-man scramble we talked about, we got TJ Steele, the Pet Cipher, the asshat Chris Miller, the Dad Bod Demigod, Joey Mayberry, and Mateo Valentine, assuming he's healed. Who you got? I think there's only one choice.
Who you got?
It's got to be the Alpha Lion. Alpha Lion hasn't lost in 6 months.
Okay, I don't know new monikers. So
TJ Steele.
Oh, okay. And he hasn't lost in 6 months.
Hasn't lost in a while, and he's been doing a lot of great singles work. He's been in some scrambles. He's pulled my ass out of the fire more than once. If I
Who's the other person besides
like Excalibur?
Okay. So here's how I feel this is gonna play out. And I agree with you. I agree with TJ Steele. Mateo and Mayberry, they got enough. They hate each other so bad, whatever's going on. So you take them out the equation. Cypher, he could be a loose cannon, but I think the problem is Miller is still bitter right now. And they, at some point, I feel are just going to bump heads. And they are going to be easy pickings for TJ Steele. So I'm picking TJ Steele.
Okay, so we got TJ and Red. What do you, Rion? What do you think?
That's racist.
I'm
racist.
He's sitting next to you.
That was tongue-tied. Listen, I've had a cat situation. Rion, pick.
Black beard, gray beard. It's very simple to tell us apart.
Who would you pick?
I picked Steele.
I'm picking the other dude.
What other dude?
4 other dudes.
I don't want to pick the other dude.
You seem to get along quite well with Joey. You want to pick Joey?
I'm picking Joey. I'm picking him.
Picking Joey. In a triple threat match of epic proportion, I had to bring in the most evil woman I could find, to beat our evil CSW women's champion. So in a triple threat match, Adam Stallion, the Adam Stallion, cooler than a bag of chips, versus the evil Sierra versus Heather Reckless. What are your thoughts?
Who?
Adam Stallion, the hero of our story.
And this is for the CSW women's title?
No, it's not a title match. It's a triple threat.
Good question.
That's
That's
fair.
what I thought. That's what I thought too. It's a good question. I heard the same thing. It's okay. All right.
And I believe Heather Reckless will not have her pet at ringside because he's otherwise occupied. But you never know.
Nah. And why is he in this match?
Because I really think he is a talented guy, and I really want to deal out the retribution to Sierra and Heather Reckless. So I needed a backup plan in case my Sierra plan backfired. So I decided to put Adam Stallion there just to guarantee that Heather Reckless can't win this match.
Well, for once, I'm going to take your word for it, and Adam Stallion.
So red goes for Adam Stallion. What about you? Sierra, Reckless, or Stallion?
Sierra.
And Rion goes with Sierra. In a amazing twist of fate, we get to welcome home CSW's favorite daughter as Sky Blue makes her triumphant return to Franklin Park. And she will be fighting newcomer Bombshell Shelly Benson, who has been seen with the Polish Rock Mario Pardua. So Sky Blue of AEW, former CSW Women's Champion, longest reigning CSW Women's Champion, I believe.
Nice.
You'd have to ask Stan Payne about that for sure, against a relative newcomer, but she's got quite a bit of heat, and I'm sure Mario will be lurking. What are your thoughts? Sky Blue or the Bombshell?
I don't care, dude. Have you seen Sky Blue's work
I sure
on
have.
AEW?
I have seen just about every match she's had.
I first of all, I'm trying to figure out. Well, I understand schedule conflicts, but if there was no schedule conflict, you need to be booking her back in a women's title match. That would just be me, Mr. Commissioner.
The problem is,
but otherwise,
limited in what will AEW will allow us to do.
well, I get all of that, and contracts and paperwork and all that red tape and stuff. But there's no way I'm not picking Sky Blue.
Red goes to Sky. And what about you, Rion? Sky or Bombshell?
Going with Bombshell.
Rion is going with the Bombshell.
And here's a little fact. Here's the funny part.
Oh, we got a drink. You're going to get interrupted.
Yep. I got it.
Here's to Mateo.
Did you know when we had Sky Blue on our show, it was one of the most viewed shows ever?
The Christmas episode with Missa Kate and Sky Blue, otherwise known as the amazing tag team Too Nerdy.
Very. So next match
Was a Too Nerdy Christmas. Anyways, the Metro Division title is on the line as champion, the B to the O to the Z, Steve Boz, takes on the J to the A to the X, Jax Johnson, who defeated Josh Woods last month.
I don't care.
Who's your pick?
You know what, brother?
He's picking Hulk, who's not even in the match.
Yeah, he is.
Like, what do you know that we don't?
Red has got loyalty for days. We know this. So Red, of course, I didn't even have to ask him. Red's going with Boz. What about you? Are you going to go with
Windy City for life, baby?
Former member of Urban America with the likes of Willie the Bomb, Lee Metallic.
They were not called Urban America at first. Don't even go there. That ain't what they were called.
I'm gonna go the other side of the fence. I'm gonna go with Jackson.
Rion is going with Jax Johnson. And in what should be a very spirited main event, we have CSW champion, the worst case scenario, the bane of my existence. You would think the bane of my existence is Joey Mayberry, but that's not true. The bane of my existence, Joey Jet Avalon, our champion, has made me look like a fool month after month. And now he is going to defend his title against a very difficult opponent in the legendary Scott Garland, AKA Scotty explicative, because we're not paying extra money to say it. But
why not? We don't get charged.
Well, they haven't been saying it, so I'm trying not to say it. I believe there's a reason that we're not saying it. Scotty Too Hottie, I mean, you remember him. Huge.
Former. You could just say former.
Formerly known, the artist formerly known
Yeah,
as
there you go.
Scotty Too Hottie. We all remember the dances with the
who. Oh, okay.
So we got Garland versus Avalon. Garland wins this in a walk, and to my joy becomes new CSW champion, a champion we can believe in. Are you picking Jet? Man, are you stupid?
Am I? We'll get to how stupid I am later on, won't we?
We might. We might indeed. Rion, who you got? The Jet or the Hottie?
The Jet. I remember him teaming up with Max back in the day.
All right, so we got 2 votes for the Jet. Once again, my partners are not on the same page with me, but what?
Hey, I want to know what you gonna do about this BXB thing. I saw the footage.
Yeah. BXB.
You, Mr. Steve Red, wanna be nowhere near, and you let that happen.
Let me tell you this about BXB, as they're calling themselves now. Black and Brave, I believe, is what they're talking about, but I call them bitches and bitches. BXB, Tupu, Conan Lycan, Jay Marston, Shane Boucher. They say they got no respect. I respect them on commentary every month. I thought they were great for business. I thought they were fantastic athletes. I was watching them ascend the right way, but to this generation, it's just not good enough. They want theirs and they want it now, whether they earn it or they don't. They believe they've earned it and they believe I've slow tracked them. So they blame me for all of their angst. And I imagine they'll probably be in the building, but did you hear me talk about a match?
And I'm trying to figure out why.
I don't know.
Okay, so I have nothing against the Dope Kings, but you know how I feel about my boys. I don't appreciate that.
What don't you appreciate?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you
really?
That's not my fault. I did what you said. Put them together. Let them work the crap out. They didn't do it.
How could they?
Red made the advice. The great C Red made the proclamation. I followed it to the letter. And what happened?
Yeah, you let 4 nitwits come in and do what they wanted to do. You're the commissioner.
I see. Okay.
Stop fighting. And we'll talk about jobs later, but let's move on. Because I really want to get there.
You want to talk about Rocket Pro Wrestling, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
You want to talk about good old RPW.
Yeah.
Kicks on 66. You want to talk about them.
Yeah.
Want to have a conversation.
Oh, a long one.
Well, we had a little show. The season finale occurred this past Saturday night, St. Joe's Park. Yet another standing room only crowd. Magnificent. What a way to end a season. Rocket Pro Wrestling on fire right now. Production, talent, storylines. It's as good as there is. Until now. Until right now. And you know what, Red? I can't even be mad at your boy. I want to. I was looking for him. But much like I said on this show last week, hell, Flash probably won't even show up. And guess who wasn't there? The Inter-County champion again. Fabulous? Not so much. Liability? Perhaps. But Joey Roth, unfortunately, smarter than the average bear, and he manipulated things to his favor and pulled off what I thought was unpull-offable. But part of the reason why things went sideways is because, well, your boy let us down.
My boy?
Your boy let us down.
No. First of all,
Your boy walked out.
First of all, did I not call on this show? Rion, I know you were playing the Switch last week, but you heard me say that the Idols would win.
Mm-hmm.
I have told Steve this time and time again. So, again, I am right.
You're right.
It doesn't matter. You want to put it on one person. No.
I'm not putting it. You didn't let me finish. You cut me off.
Well, you're the one that's saying my guy let you down. My guy let you down.
He
Really?
did. He did.
Really?
Others let us down.
There's a lot of fault to go around.
There's plenty of blame.
A lot of fault.
J-Beck did what I think was the only move he had. He took the best of the best in order to dispatch the Idols. And on paper, the matchup was in his favor heavily. There wasn't one Idol that could match up with Marche's size and speed. There wasn't one Idol that could match up with the power of the Shogun. There isn't one Idol that could match up with the unbalanced icon that is Grin.
I feel like I've heard this before.
There isn't one Idol that can match up with the cunning and the guile of RPW champion. And then, of course, Aaron Stone, in my opinion, has Gunnar Brave's number. Yes, Gunnar Brave has beat him several times, but it has been very close.
Okay, so you saying
I thought J-Beck
on paper, you thought 5 on 5.
I did. I wasn't expecting
Steve,
7 on 5.
Steve.
Where was all this vocalness when Joey was tearing me apart and threatening me with cats?
You're right.
Hey, he threatened.
Where was my boy?
He threatened other parts of you also. And again,
Where?
I'm uncomfortable.
Where
But-
was C-Red? I know where C-Red wasn't on Saturday because the Morris Day ticket stayed unclaimed.
I was there. I didn't see.
I wasn't there.
Wait a minute. C-Red, you're going to have to hold your thought. We are going to invite a incredibly special guest onto this program.
Wait, what? What's happening?
Right, he just
Get to the bottom of these shenanigans, and
shenanigans.
it starts
Shenanigans.
and ends right here.
Okay.
Why are they starting
I would
in
pause
here?
it because this is significant. Because what's going to happen is this is the first time this will have been addressed since Saturday.
What are we talking about?
We'll let this man log in. He is connected to audio, but we can't see him. So perhaps he is in witness protection for all of the egregious acts that were committed.
The hell did you say, Steve?
Oh no.
You might want to engage your video device. I'm sure you have a smartphone.
You're on your own. You're on your own.
And there he is. The one, the only senior official at Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Hi.
The man with the most magnificent beard in the land. A man that I have been a supporter of since I met him day one.
I love you,
A
Steve.
moment of saint. One of the greatest things on social media right now.
You're too kind.
You're right.
I love our guest, Damian Saint. Respect him. Think he is one of the greats, but not anymore.
I knew it. It's all
I do.
It's
I
all
do.
But
Damian Saint, your career speaks for itself. Your intelligence, You're capable of telling great stories. Your psychology almost second to none. I have watched your greatness. But suddenly your greatness has been reduced to ash.
Oh,
One bad decision destroys an empire. Damian Saint, we appreciate your time. You haven't been heard from since Saturday evening when you changed the world. You had a Thanos snap moment where you changed everything.
hey, Thanos wasn't the
The
bad guy.
world bent to your will because nobody saw it coming. There can be only one question, Damian Saint. Why?
Goddamn minute. Wait, goddamn minute. What just happened?
We have lost our feed.
No. What was that? What was that? We're not gonna acknowledge this. We're not gonna acknowledge we're just gonna let it happen. We're just gonna let
Time out to Rion.
He
Time
hung
out.
up on us, Rion. He
Time
hung
out.
up. I can't.
I'm calling a timeout. Rion, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Fuck this happened, man.
He quit. He hung up. He couldn't answer the hard question. He wouldn't go at me one-on-one like a man.
I just have a question.
You don't have a
I
question.
do have
We
a
all
question.
have questions.
I have.
He has a question. Let him ask the question.
So
I'll answer it.
I will admit that I left a little bit earlier before the main event happened. So I don't actually know what happened in the main event. So
Would you like me to recount the details for you?
I just want to know what that was, but I don't know what that's all like. What the hell? What he pointed?
I want to
out,
hear
he didn't know.
C-Red's reaction, everything. And C-Red has opinions and I respect them. So we're going to let C-Red get all of his information out. He made notes. So
No, I don't have notes, sir. I have press releases.
press release. So
Put it down.
wait one
I
second.
don't
Let
know.
me bring the people up to those that couldn't be there. We had a 5-on-5 elimination match.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the Fabulous Idols minus that bitch Flash. Earlier in the night, there was a scramble match for the brand new Rocket Pro Chicagoland title that was at IPW. It is now at Rocket. And it was a 4-man match. The Amazing Turtle made his Rocket Pro debut versus Just Amazing versus the mercenary Garrison Creed versus Ruthless Rockin' Rivera. Ruthless Rockin' Rivera ended up coming out in very cheap fashion. And upon his victory, Joey Roth inducts him into the Idols. And at that moment, Rivera replaces Flash in the main event. And the main event happened, and it was going great. We were 2 seconds into the match when Shogun Chris Logan knocked Johnny Nye the fuck out. One of the fastest entrances and exits I've ever seen at Rocket Pro. And then things stabilized a while. And then Gunnar Brave got under the skin of Christian Rose and forced a disqualification situation. But it had a silver lining because Christian Rose knocked Joey Roth the fuck out. So it was good. All was good. We were happy. Things came down to the end. It was 2-on-2. Logan, Marche versus Brave, and Rockin' Rivera.
I don't like what this is doing. Without even style.
And Marche was the victim of some friendly fire, got hit in the testicular fortitude, shall we say, and took his schnutz and went home, leaving Chris Logan to mind the store. Chris Logan mined the store like a motherfucker, like a boss, like the god of wrestling that he is. The Shogun showed up and showed out like he always does.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a ref bump. And the ref went down. And Jay Beck made the biggest mistake of his life. He went to get another official and he grabbed Damian Saint.
Okay.
Damian Saint came in. It was down to Brave and Logan.
Mhm.
Brave went under the ring and got a chair, brought that chair into the ring, wound up to hit Chris Logan. Damian Saint grabbed that chair, took it away from him. We were all applauding Damian Saint, not Sane.
Saint.
We were applauding him. Did his job.
Mhm.
And then he took that chair and beat the bejesus
What?
out of Chris Logan,
Fuck you mean?
giving Gunner Brave the pinfall victory, thus giving the Idols total control of Rocket Pro Wrestling.
This my last.
Go ahead, Rad. What do you got? What do you got?
So they were on here last week, and I asked for a cord if they won. So who do I talk to? Because I didn't know they won. So who do I talk to about my Switch capabilities?
I don't know, because as the Idols celebrated their pompous, ridiculous,
Wasn't ridiculous.
unearned, shallow victory.
It's more than a shallow victory.
Well, wait, so you can't even tell me who I need to talk to?
No, because I am no longer employed at Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Like, for real?
I quit because they're in charge. I will never work for Joey Roth and those asshats.
Like,
Never.
like
I'm for real.
So Rion, once I finish
and now
the
here,
press,
I'm sure the Idols, because they're cowards, give statements to this guy here because he's probably a fucking idol too.
don't hate.
I'm being too much. I was told that I need to be less. I should be less. I should bring this back down.
You should. You really should.
Here's the funny part. I don't give a fuck what the Idols say.
I've got more than just what the Idols say.
I am going to punch the taste out of Joey's mouth someday.
You can't. You can't. The first press release is from said Joey Roth. Saturday, May 14th, saw the prophecy fulfilled as
No
the
prophecy.
world. Hey,
Charlatans.
I'm talking here. The
Oh,
world
now you're
famous,
talking.
the world famous Fabulous Idols rightfully took their rightful place as the greatest group in any era of pro wrestling.
Yeah,
The Idols now make the rules and everyone will obey. Any ones that have delusions that they are above our rule will be dealt with swiftly and painfully. We told you, we warned you, and now we own you. And that's fabulous.
You don't own shit.
Oh,
don't
they
own
do.
me. You
They
don't own me.
Rocket Pro. Mr. Oh, we have our saviors. Next press release. Johnny Nye.
Johnny and I had plenty of time to write a press release because he was in that match for exactly
And
8
it's
seconds.
addressed to you. Oh, Steven, I tried to warn you countless times that this was going to happen. The Idols have systematically dissected the RPW roster. We beat the RPW All-Star team consisting of the best the company had to offer and now officially taken over the entire company.
It's a goddamn travesty.
You should have stuck around. We had some food catered in and opened the bar and had a celebration. But
I was
you,
out. I don't want blood food. I don't want blood food.
you just couldn't stick around and face us like a man.
Oh, I face you
Oh,
like a man, Johnny.
could.
You pick the street corner. I'll be there.
You lucky I ain't got no more timeouts. I had a question.
I'm giving you another timeout. I'm giving you
another because I ran out of timeouts.
We're in overtime. We're in overtime.
Isn't all food blood food?
Right. There you go. Steven, you had to tuck your tail, take your
Fuck
ball,
nothing.
and go
I made a
home.
stand against tyranny.
You had to quit RPW before we could even address your role with the company.
That's great.
That's very unprofessional.
You want to know
Steven.
what my role with the company is, Johnny Nye? I'm a fan. I might not be commentary, but I'll be in the fucking front row every goddamn show.
But since we are so gracious, when you decide you want your job back,
Never in hell.
the Idol's door is always open.
Yeah.
Just come on in.
I won't get busted on Facebook this time. I'm going to burn that bitch to the ground.
I can't guarantee we will be able to leave.
You want to know what I
the
guarantee? That I am going to systematically get even with each one of those bastards.
Hey, I'm still reading statements, sir.
I want you to shut up.
No, until that glorious day that you come begging on your hands and
There
knees
will
for your
be
job.
no begging
Be
ever.
gone. Oh,
Oh no.
Don't tell me Damian Gray decided
no.
gonna pop in.
This is from Chet Gunnarsson.
Oh, no.
My friend
now-
Chet.
Now you shut up.
Well, because I'm gonna be Chet's vice president in 2024, and we're gonna win the election and save this country. Gunderson Aaron, 24.
I never go to vacation in Czech Republic again.
You give me an accent, at least pretend like you care about this show.
No, I really don't.
Yeah,
I go way.
It's got your
I
name.
go
Yeah, it's got
way.
your name on it. I had to give your naming right.
I'm reading how he wrote it. Okay. I go way for 2 moths, an entire company fallings apart.
I'm sorry, Chet. I did
I
everything.
told Bill this would happen if Nuke keeping bookings for Idol. I am
I'm not
hit
ready to blame
like
Nuke.
bus
I'm not ready to
in
blame him.
street with Gunner and
Yeah.
Rockins making change to Idols. I make bookings of Gunner Brave for hometown hero, not Idol.
We've got Nikki. She's a hometown hero. She's from Joliet. We replaced Gunner with Nikki,
I knewings
who's hosting
this
IPW
would
on Memorial Day
happen
weekend, by the way.
when Joey Roth and Roxy comes back in spring break.
Assuming she gets the night off of the street corner.
What now for Chet? Idols are never listen to what I am opinion for company now. Meeting with all staff this Friday to make it plan for this fall brawl. P.S. I'm now having fans with Chet signs. I'm seeing no Idol signs. And that's from Chet.
That is
This is the
well-spoken-
best one. And this is from
So much paper.
the former owner,
So
Bill Shelley.
much paperwork.
Bill, I'm sorry. We tried.
Be quiet. I'm reading. The former owner is speaking. Thank you for reaching out to me on the issues happening at Rocker Pro Wrestling. First of all, let me say thank you and Steve for your candor in what has been going on in the company. Your professional opinions are appreciated. As far as the Idols taking over the company, I am impressed with the fact that they came, they saw, they conquered. I do feel they went about it the wrong way. If not hit by a chair and beat down in the moment that that Shelley made the deal at spring break, would never have allowed the deal to take over the company to happen. I knew Gunner would still take me out after the deal was made. He is not right in the head to begin with. I am very disappointed in Damian Saint and Ruthless Rockin' Rivera in the choices they made at Kicks on 66. This decision to join the Idols and interfering in the main event will come back to haunt them in the very near future. In my opinion, that is the only way they could have won the match. They were outmatched by our veterans in this sport in Team RPW, and we all know it. I disagree with that part because Aaron Stone ain't no veteran.
Right.
Joey Roth and Roxy Hart, through masterful in their mind games, crossed a line by grabbing Shelly and putting the
That's my
taking,
partner.
putting
Never
over
again.
of this company in the minds of their minions. Gunner Brave and Flash Harris had the attack on Maximus Orion planned as well. Did this come from Joey Roth or Johnny Knott, or from Flash Harris's pride and Gunner's mental issues? The wrestling world may never know. The bottom line is this: they won the battle, but they did not win the war. I will do everything in my power to make this takeover of the company end at Fall Brawl. Enjoy the Summer Boys, because in September's the Idols will fall. Bill Shaw.
You know, that's very, very magnanimous of Bill. Bill deserved way better than he got. And Rocket Pro deserved way better than they got. And though I quit commentary because I'm not working for the Idols, I still bleed RPW purple. And I will be in attendance. I'll be a paying fan. And I'm going to sit with the Rocket Boys. I'm going to sit right in the middle of the Rocket Boys. And those boys get loud. And I'm going to get louder because I think we all know that I can be pretty damn loud.
We know.
I will drive the Idols fucking crazy. With my insulin.
Will you?
They won't be able to speak on that microphone because I'll bring a megaphone. You want me to go Mouth of the Midwest? You want me to go Jimmy Hart? Be careful what you wish for. Rion.
I have one if you need it.
Bring it.
Okay.
All right. We got another special guest coming in.
I just find it funny and it's hilarious to me because I told you so.
We got SCW coming up this Saturday, so it's fortuitous.
I told you.
This man reached out to me. So we're going to bring him in because the sins of Pow know no bounds. And I got the balls on the Bad Hombre Cartel are just huge for what they did. And we're going to welcome in our old friend of the show, Xavier DeFost of the Bad Hombre Cartel. Brother, why you pile driver that girl? Why?
You enjoy that?
I didn't enjoy it. Let's go back. Let's take a look.
I did.
Let's take a look because he wants to talk about it. So we'll talk. There is poor Sandy D with her neck brace, flipping off the cartel because I love her spirit. And let's read Miss Sandy's message. It's been a very long few days. To all the POW fans who were worried sick, reaching out, checking on me, I appreciate you. Thank you to the POW staff and roster for taking good care of me. Thanks to the Bad Hombre Cartel for clobbering Blaze and Freedom from behind, holding me hostage, then hitting me with a package pile driver. I ended up in the hospital with a concussion and torn muscles in my neck from those weasels. And now I have to wear this stupid brace for several weeks to prevent further damage. Sit and spin, Bad Hombre Cartel. So your balls are so tiny, so minuscule are the Bad Hombre testicles that you package pile driver Sandy D. What the fuck?
What are you mad about, huh?
You know, I don't like Pal. I don't like anything about Pal. And when Pal comes to Shabance on Saturday, I'm going to like it even less. But I like that woman. She's a friend of mine. What the hell gives you the right to go bully Ray and Devon on Mae Young?
She was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. She was just
That's
this
what
way.
your brain says every day. I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. Where's my phlebotomy?
I'm sure your
Put it
wife
this way,
says that
Steve.
too.
Put it this way, Steve. She was basically just a tool to basically use what we needed to do to get something accomplished.
I don't think
We
you
wanted
need to do it.
Blaze, and we wanted Blaze, and we wanted freedom in a rematch, and basically we did what we needed to do to get that rematch.
So in order
It
to
just sucks that she had to be the one to get it done, but ultimately we got what we needed to do accomplished. We got our rematch.
let me get this straight. So in order for you to get a rematch for the completely innocuous, inconsequential POW tag team titles, which, you know, probably made out of tinfoil, you had to put this woman in a packaged pile driver to what? Get the attention of Jimmy Blaze and Eric Freedom? I mean, all you have to do is wave a steak in front of them and they'll get their attention. Wouldn't that have been a
This
little
is about
easier
a lot
there,
more.
Xavier?
Steve, this is about a lot more
I don't
than those
think
POW tag team
have the
champions.
capacity to think about a lot more. I thought the Bad Hombre Cartel were scumbags before, but you attacked a woman for no reason.
And we enjoyed every
I
second
think
of it.
you probably did because you're damaged, son. Damaged.
Probably.
Hey,
Steve,
hey, let me ask you this. Was she out there?
she was out there. She was fair game.
Fair
She
game.
was fair game. Thank you,
Fair
Red.
game.
Thank you.
Fair game.
That's why
Thank
when you talk about scumbags in the industry, you got the Bad Hombre Cartel, and just a little bit above, maybe in the apartment above, is the ARC.
Oh, wow. So we're in the same ballgame, basically.
More or less.
Okay. See, Steve, this is what I'm trying to get across. See, this is what I told basically the entire POW roster and the fan base, everyone, whenever anybody asked why we did what we did. See, this is about a lot more than those tag belts. The tag belts are basically the cherry on top. See, for years, POW Entertainment, this has always been the place where superheroes come to life. Okay. So
That's absolutely
why
ridiculous.
be a superhero when you can just be a villain, huh? Ultimately, we got passed over for opportunity after opportunity for years.
Well, that makes sense.
Jimmy Blaze gave all those opportunities to all his best buds. I've said this before in a promo against him to his face. I told him that the Bad Hombre Cartel are basically a product of his making. It's time for him to pay for the sins of his past. Okay. And what a better time to do it than right now when he's so preoccupied with SCW.
Let me take the liberty of holding a glass to your face.
That's on seat holding up.
Yeah, there he is. See him? Look at him. Look at the beady eyes. Let me hold a glass up to your face for a minute. Did you ever stop to think for just a second that maybe you didn't get the opportunities because you're no fucking good?
Oh, you're going to talk about me not being good?
I'm going to talk about you not being a damn worth of shit.
See,
You'd pile drive.
maybe the next one that's going to get pile driven is your fat ass. How about that?
Bring it. Hey, you want it? You want to step up, son? I got a line forming to the left of people that want to beat me up, but they can't keep me down, and they never keep me down. And what you did to Sandy D is unconscionable as a man.
Oh, Steve, you just don't get it. You just don't see the big picture, Steve. See, this
Picture it,
entire
you're never gonna get
time.
those tinfoil titles, son, because you're no damn good. And your mute partner, your mute guy that can't cut a promo, that can't speak, is even worse than you are. That's why
I'm gonna make
you're
sure.
perfect
I'm gonna
at
make sure
POW
that he
because you're the
hears that. You know
consummate
why?
underachiever.
I'm gonna make sure he hears that. Next time you're in the same building, I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Ramon, look at that fat piece of trash over there. He's the one telling you that you're no good at doing what you do best. Okay? Let's
I'm
see
ready.
let's see if those balls of yours are as big as you claim they are when Ramon is facing you face to face.
Let me speak to you, Ramon.
Left is over.
Ramon, you're a pro. You know what you did. You know that one, right? What did get you? You want real, Xavier? I'll give you real. Nobody, SCW, POW, anybody out there on this planet thinks what you did was good. And you will reap what you sow, because that woman that you pile drove, that you thought was your one way to get the attention of the father figures you never had, was to put a woman with the reach that she has. Wait till Terry finds out.
You think we're scared? You don't think we've already like basically figured out who she can call? What are you, stupid? If we were scared, we wouldn't have done it from the beginning. But we
I don't
did
think
it
you're scared. I think you're dumb.
because we know we can take each and every one of those people. What do you think? Well, who's she gonna call? Ripper Manson? Terry? Huh? Who's she gonna call? She's got connections everywhere. I get that. All those people are either retired, stupid, probably dead. Who knows? But they're not gonna come up to us. After what we did to them, after what we're gonna do to Jimmy and to Eric, you think anybody's gonna want to step up to us? See, this is a redemption. This is all the years of bullshit that we've had to go through at POW. All of this culminates in this one match. Street fight coming up. You better go ahead and tune in. You better buy a ticket. You better show up. What we're gonna do to Jimmy Blaze and Eric Freedom is exactly what SCW wishes they could do. But they're not gonna do it because we're gonna do it first. What we leave behind, if there is anything to leave behind, go ahead. Give it to Hunter. Give it to Creed. Give it to whomever the hell in SCW wants it. We're gonna be done with them by that.
One comment before I let you go, and I will let you go. What you fail to realize is probably the one thing that I could quote verbatim from all my year working with the man on this show. You don't understand what it does when you mess with Windy City. You don't understand. You couldn't.
Where's Windy City now?
Because if you understood, you wouldn't have done it in the first place. But
where's Windy City now?
Done fucked up.
Where's
Windy City now? It's okay to be scared, Xavier. It's okay to be afraid.
They're nowhere to be found. Where's
afraid.
Windy City now? Let them come to us. Where's Windy City now? They're nowhere to be found.
Actually, they're running a show later on this, but that's a completely different joke. So maybe that's the Windy City that Steve was referring to. Big timer, rush into POW and come save the day.
Steve, before I let you go, let me tell you this, Steve. The Bad Hombre Cartel doesn't do anything without understanding the consequences. We crossed the T's, we dotted the I's. We know what's coming and we're ready for it. Understand this. There has never been a better time to attack Jimmy Blaze and Eric Freedom than there is now. They're so preoccupied with SCW that they haven't taken care of their home. POW is up for grabs. We're going to be the ones to grab it. At the end of the day, when all this is said and done, you're going to realize
I wonder if he's part of the fucking idols.
They have been playing checkers while the Bad Hombre Cartel has been playing chess this entire time. Every single one of you.
I don't think the Bad Hombre Cartel knows how to play chess.
Steve, just wait and see. You'll understand. Everyone will understand when all this is said and done.
Bad hombre cartel. Pile drove Sandy D.
And we'll do it to anyone else that steps in the way. Red understands this. If you step right around that ring, you
Fair game.
are fair game. Simple as that. Fair game.
Are you coming to Shabance on Saturday there, pal? Because I promise you, if you're there, I'll be around the ring.
Oh, and you'd be fair game, Steve.
You're going to come package pile driver me, cricket crotch?
I can't pick you up because, I mean, Lord knows, like Gravity and you, they're not best friends. But I'd be sure as hell, I'm sure I can wrap a chair around your stupid head.
We'll see. We'll see. Bad hombre cartel. Pile drive Sandy D. Sandy, get well soon.
Did anybody check on Sandy? Is she okay?
She's okay. She's gonna get better, and you're gonna get your nuts squashed like a grape. It's okay. They'll turn your nutsack into a Pinot Grigio for sure. Bad hombre cartel trying to take over Powell. It's like trying to take over the fucking dump. Good luck with that, Fred Sanford.
Hey, when we're done doing what we need to do at POW, guess who's next, idiot? Huh? We'll be coming right over there. It will knock right on your door. Who from SCW is going to open the door?
I'll be
I dare anyone, and I do mean anyone from SCW. I dare anyone to open that door when we knock. The same thing that happened to Sandy D, the same thing that's going to happen to Jimmy Blaze and Eric Freedom is going to happen to them. They'll be laid out with a neck brace in a hospital bed. So go ahead, fat boy. Go ahead and answer the door. Go ahead and tell anyone from SCW to answer the door. We dare them.
This has been Xavier Faust, and only Xavier Faust, because we know Ramon doesn't like to speak because limited intelligence of speaking. That's fine. Bad Hombre Cartel versus Blaze and Freedom at an upcoming POW show. Pretty sure that's the one match Jimmy Blaze does not have to worry about. Talking about why you don't get title opportunities because you haven't earned shit.
Well, we earned this one. We got a neck that we broke to earn it. So I guess we earned that one.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, pal.
Hey, Steve, go fuck yourself, okay? Bye.
Yeah, you eat a bag of shit, you piece of garbage.
Hey, Rian, what's up?
I don't know what
So Steve, since you all hyped up with SCW,
please retrieve my
I
notes.
was like, do you need this?
I do.
Why don't you tell them about the great card in Shabans this Saturday?
Red.
Or a good card.
Red. You're having a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm having a
At
great time. I'm having a great time. Because again, I told you, and you just gave me a compliment, which I don't even care about, but you still don't listen to me. If I tell you somebody's gonna win, Steve, 9 times out of 10, Steve, they're gonna win.
Well,
it's too much.
we'll talk a little bit. Let's see, where are we at time wise? Okay, it's about 7:45, so we'll go a little bit longer. Let's talk about SCW.
Okay. I lost. Yeah,
It didn't go well for you. All right, so this Saturday we'll talk. We'll finish
Rian,
up.
he gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna call Black Thor in a minute.
Black Thor.
Am I supposed to
gonna get that reference?
Am I supposed to know what the fuck that is?
See?
But Rian does.
No one's gonna get that reference. They're gonna have to look up something in order to get that reference.
Is that Flash? Flash Harris?
No, he's talking about the morning after stuff, which I'm not even sure why he would bring that up now, because there's other business to take care of as I play this Switch.
We could play some excerpts of it. Maybe I'll bring that back
You
up
don't
here.
have to do any of
No, I got it right here. Red sent it to me. Oh, come on.
Look, would
There
you
it is.
just read the card for Saturday? Come on.
Oh, no. We're gonna do this because you brought it up. So we'll do this.
See, Red, you did this. You did this. It was totally fine.
I just said he didn't want me to have Black Thor. That's come see him. That's all.
So SCW presents Retaliation this Saturday, and there's going to be a lot of POW shenanigans, couple of POW SCW matches, including a very interesting matchup. The real sharpshooter, James Creed, will take on the one and only Paulie Tomaselli, who has been on this show. I'm very interested to see that match. I'm very interested to call that match. Even though he is POW, I still have a lot of respect for Paulie Tomaselli. I don't have a lot of respect for his choice of employment, at least in this case. But he's still one of the guys. And speaking of Tomaselli's, next week on this program will be Vito Tomaselli will be joining the show. So that will be very interesting. So we've got Paulie and Creed, and then we've got Marco Anthony against Joey CC. So Joey CC makes his way to Shabance as well. So we've got a couple of intriguing POW SCW matchups. And I saw a promotional photo that shows Jimmy Blaze and Scott Spade bleeding. And I just cleaned all the floors in Shabance. So that's a shame that they're going to have to bleed all over our floor. Well, I'll clean it up again, I guess. Jimmy and Scott seem to want some color, and I'm not afraid to donate a little color for the cause.
You got color?
Well, we all have color, Red.
He's right. He's 100% correct.
Just like his theme song says, the blood inside of me is the same as you. Now tell me.
Are you true?
Feel
Are you
it?
sure about that?
Well, unless you're a Vulcan and you have no logic, so I'm assuming you're not a Vulcan. Yeah, pretty sure we're both bleed red. Other matches in this big event, we've got El Dorado versus VJ Price, and it's become quite a grudge match between those two. A bunch of heavy hitters there. Should be a pretty spirited matchup. VIP, perhaps even more annoying than the Bad Hombre Cartel, will take on my broadcast partner and friend, Adam Cage. Might be joining us on the Power Hour soon.
What?
Then something that I think C Red will be interested in, Evil Gaines Neville, the tag team champions, with John Hudson, MIA. The belts are now around Aaron Xavier and Angel's waist as the tag team titles. And they have issued an open challenge. So some tag team is going to step up and get a shot at the champs. Did you win? He won. That's a win.
Hey,
And-
next week we'll play Switch together. So
What?
Red's got a Switch.
Like for real?
yeah,
Red's got all.
dude, I've got every system there is.
I
So.
don't have any systems. My son
But keep going.
My son has a PS5 and I play Fortnite with Maximus Orion sometimes, and I kill chickens while they kill each other. And I pretended those chickens were the idols.
Yeah, but how did Maximus?
Anyway,
But how did Maximus see?
watch where you're going, Red.
Uh-oh.
Just saying. Hey, I don't.
Every month you don't show up, I lose $15.
I was there. I paid. I was there. I was waiting.
Keep
Morris-
going with the SCW
Morris-
card.
Fucking day.
SCW, come on, keep going this Saturday.
In a lumberjack match, the Sheik will take on Bane X, and this match has been brewing for 4 years, so that'll be fun. Also, a big match that's coming is for the Genesis title. Sean Mulligan will get a shot at the champ, Jimmy Carrot, in what should be a stellar main event style match. So POW versus SCW, Jimmy and Scott are coming. POW is coming. POW's always coming, like a porn star. POW's always on their way. But they never finish the job.
So we're just gonna let that float in the air. We're not even gonna acknowledge the joke. We're just gonna let it just float there.
Just let it flow there. That's all right. So that's
made it.
SCW retaliation this particular month. And if we look back a year ago, we're getting awfully close to the night that Ivan Manson got wheeled out in an ambulance. So tensions are running high. This could be the last battle. And as I told the Bad Hombre Cartel, I'll be at ringside. I'll be there. Won't be hard to find. Everybody loves the fat jokes, even though I'm working my ass off. Let's keep picking at it. Keep picking at it.
Shit, I've seen it. You working your ass.
And keep saying you're gonna whip my ass. You know, my reps with the weights are up there, you know, benching. I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty strong.
Steve.
Go to the training center on Thursdays, learning some shit.
Steve. A wise man once said.
Oh, no. What's up with these wise men today?
In Enter the Dragon, weights don't hit back.
They don't. And everybody seems to think I can't hit back. They'll all see soon enough.
Okay.
That's me to keep popping up on this show. God damn it.
Let us jump back to Rocket Pro real quick so we can talk a little bit about some of the other things that happened in that particular show.
It's so much.
That you were wrong about?
The Kings of the Six, Devin August and Skylar Reed, were victorious. No Coast, and I believe No Coast broke up officially.
And didn't I call that match too? Oh, 2 for 2.
As I said earlier, Ruthless Rock and Rivera, that son of a bitch, won the Fatal 4-Way, although Turtle showed up and showed out and showed why he's a fucking star.
I don't have
I'm out.
Just waving. I'm just waving. I just say what you want about that dude. He earned his spot at Rocket Pro.
He fought hard and he fought them all.
He went from walking out there and no one understanding or seeing what he was doing to have one of the biggest pops of the night. Like, he earned it. Like, it is the epitome of winning in defeat. Like, that man did what he was supposed to do. He may not feel like a winner, but I'm telling you, I watched it and that motherfucker earned it. He earned his spot on that roster. If he don't take anything else from that, you fucking earned this spot. I hope you listen to that. You earned that shit. I was there. I fucking saw it.
Turtle, if you're watching, you're still my Chicagoland champion. You didn't lose it. Moving on.
He ain't got the belt.
Those damn Coyotes and their exploding octopus finisher defeated the very impressive tag team of Warhorse. Amaris Blair, all the way from the South, came up to fight a very angry Celine Gray. And I want to talk about this one for a minute. I've been a fan of Celine Gray's since I started in this business. She's a superhero to me. She is the epitome of greatness. I don't know what version of Celine Gray showed up at Rocket Pro, but I didn't like it. It was hard to do commentary, kind of like the first time I did it when Marche Rocket was Victim Cookies. It felt unnatural.
The hell is Victim Cookies?
Oh, that's just his term when he puts all his hope and dreams into somebody and then they break his heart.
Oh, this is from the last episode when Flash ran me down for my enthusiasm. I remember. Thanks for the backup, Red.
Red, you fucking up.
I'm not fucking up.
Fucking up.
Hey, me and Flash, hey, we so.
Maybe you know where he is.
Oh, I know where he is.
Yeah?
You want me to call him? I can call him right now.
I don't think we need to talk to him.
He'll take my call, not
I'm sure
yours,
he
but
will.
he'll take mine.
I don't doubt that for a minute. Amaris went over Selena, or Bad Selena, as I'll call her, with the glamour shot finisher. And Amaris gets her first win in her first match in the Chicagoland area. Congratulations. Celine Gray will be back, I'm sure, hopefully in a better mood, because that angry Celine is a little scary. Then we had Damian DeShane do what he said he was going to do, defeat the Ryan Matthews. But that's only part of it. Once Damian DeShane got Ryan Matthews to lose, Ryan Matthews threw one of his Ryan Matthews hissy fits and beat up Damian DeShane. Damian DeShane had a savior. Have you seen that footage, Red?
I saw when the Sith Lord came out and the crowd went crazy. And
So-
that's all it was that I saw. Now,
Ryan
it might have been
Matthews-
more footage, but at that point, I let it go.
Ryan Matthews was saved by none other than the Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Vader, came out and absolutely stopped Rocket Pro Wrestling in its proverbial tracks. When that music hit and breathing started and the entranceway opened and Lord Vader walked out in all his splendor, the entire front row of fans reacted in a way that I will never forget in my life. The first 6 seconds was fear like I've never seen, which turned into youthful joy. There were kids, small kids, that cried.
Why?
The presence of the scary Darth Vader. And Darth Vader walked up those steps, got in that ring. To my knowledge, this is the first time Darth Vader has ever been in a wrestling ring. He's been in a Death Star.
No,
He's been in a
No.
Star Destroyer.
it's not. It's not.
It's not. He makes the rounds on Independence. He does. He actually goes around.
Gonna steal my
Does
thunder
that.
again.
No,
Huh?
I'm telling you. Look it up. You does a couple rounds. So
You putting that out there, but we've already know. We know.
Man, there's a lot of people want to come and beat you up. I don't want, if anybody, I don't want anybody to come over here and take an ass whooping from Darth Vader. I'm good. You can save that ass whooping for somebody else. I don't want. I got on Yoda shit right now. You think I can give it? I'm not trying to take any ass whoopings from Darth Vader. Thank you very much. I'm good.
Well, Darth Vader delivered what I can only describe as the most impressive choke slam I've ever seen. Did you see it?
I did.
Did you see the elevation? I
Of-
think
of
Ryan
which thing?
Matthews was 16 feet in the air.
He went up and then he came back down and then he got thrown out of the ring.
High over the ropes. Darth Vader, the force is strong in that
Then he
one.
got pushed out to the back.
Yeah, Darth Vader forced him with his fingers, pushed him through the drapes or the curtains, whatever you'd like to call them.
And then Vader took some photos
And Vader took some photos.
because the people wanted it.
They wanted the photos. Darth Vader was very gracious in his fan support.
May the 14th.
Be with us all. And that brings us to Fall Brawl in September, where the Idols will rule the roost for the summer and they will plan what they want to do for their first show in charge. What we know is that Grin will take on Christian Rose for the RPW championship. I believe that contract was signed prior to the Idol involvement. It is ironclad, that cannot be undone. There is going to be a Rocket Rumble. Some of the names have been announced, some not.
I was in
So
the first.
that
I was in the
will
first one.
that will be something. But it's a new day.
Oh, I was in that. I was in that, Rian.
Yeah. that's what I'm saying.
In the galaxy far, far away, in the land long, long ago.
I almost wanted to.
Morris
I
Day.
ain't touched it.
That ticket might get you back in. You come and take that ticket that's waiting for you. All you got to do is sing a couple of verses of Jungle Love to prove your authenticity, and you're in.
I'm good. I'm sitting back here with Luke Skywalker. So
Well, at least I'm donating $15 a month to a good cause, right?
You right.
Well, that's all the time we have for kids. Thank you for watching the Power Hour. We've had quite an interesting. It didn't go quite the way I planned.
So it's chaos.
You think?
Goddamn chaos.
Thank you to Joey. Thank you to Joey Mayberry for coming on in the green room of the show he was about to do. We're sorry Mateo wasn't here. Mateo, get well soon. I want to say thanks to Damian Saint, but he waved and then hung up on me. So next week, when Vito Tomaselli is here, I'm going to try to get Damian Saint to come back.
No, bad idea. Bad idea.
Maybe my
Vito might kill him.
Maybe
you don't even have to do that. Bad idea.
Maybe my questioning was a little too aggressive tonight. Maybe I'll change it up next week.
Bad move.
But we'll talk with Damian. We'll see if we can get him to come out for the Vito show.
You don't need to do that. That's a bad call. I don't know much, but I do know the Tomasellis have rep, beating the shit out of folks. I'm not even sure if you won't even don't do that.
In 2 weeks.
Tell him, please tell him.
In 2 weeks, our guest will be a wrestler known as the Masked.
Goddamn game. Fucking around thinking, well, you know what? No, you keep talking.
Thank you. Our guest will be in 2 weeks, the Masked Marauder from POW Entertainment. I, unfortunately, will not be able to do the show that evening. So C-Red and Rion Skills will be manning the controls.
What the fuck? What are you talking? Hey,
Wait.
Whoa. What the fuck are you talking
It's
about?
okay.
I didn't know. How does that work? You have all of the shit.
No.
How does that work?
I am
all of this. This is why I come.
But wait.
Doesn't make any sense.
You gotta let me.
You have the Zoom stuff. You have all of the
It's still going to happen here. You're still going to be here. I just won't be.
I don't know.
But
technology.
You don't have to, because I have a substitute host that's going to join you all. We will make that announcement in the coming weeks, but you will have someone here to handle all the technology.
I don't know how to word stuff.
I don't think you've ever had the pleasure to meet him, but Red has.
I don't even know how to look.
So on behalf of,
I can only believe who it's going to be.
Is what it's about to be.
On behalf of the Real Deal,
Rion, leave now.
On behalf of my good friend, the urban sensation, the icon known as C-Red, or as some would call him, Che Rojo.
No.
We will see you next week right here on the C-Red's Power Hour with Steve in 7K Rion Vision. Good night. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
What the hell?
I got